not always. Sometimes.
Oh.
Depends on if I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Dude, we got a live studio audience.
You get one rock star guest, and we get applause.
Dude, and it's the applause is actually well worth it. We have in the studio today our esteemed buddy Ken Paulson. Say hi, Ken.
Hello.
You just don't know how many people have just been enthused by that.
I know.
Because they've been listening to us drone on and on for months and
And
months,
Ken,
years and years through the COVID times.
Yes.
And now
we actually have a guest, and we don't have any. We have the Rip from Yellowstone of elk hunting.
true, yeah.
We kind of do.
Did you dress up as Rip for
For
Halloween?
No.
Oh,
Why
you
would he? He doesn't.
Why
have
would
to.
I need to?
Exactly.
Good
Thank
point.
you.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, so we have a lot to talk about today, like we always do. But George probably will put us on 18 different rabbit trails, so just heads up on that.
Right.
But that's
Squirrel.
very, very par for the course. Number one, USA.
USA.
Yes.
Did you guys watch it?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
So I have a guilty confession.
You did not. You
No.
did.
No. So what happened Sunday morning?
That's awesome.
I didn't have to play lead worship and I didn't have keyboards in the morning. So I started watching it and then I started getting just super nervous after Boldy scored that first goal. And I'm like, Heidi, I'm going to lift. I gotta get out of the house.
No,
So-
you left.
Yeah, so I went to Lifetime, and so Heidi goes with it. Heidi's watching it on her phone. I'm watching it up on the corner of one of the screens, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it, and it's like the second period gets through, and then they tied it 1-1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I worked out a little bit further, and I'm like, okay, I got to get home because I wanted to see the end, you know, because it was just, you know,
It was phenomenal. You should have just stopped at my house.
I was just way
I was
too
on the
nervous.
couch
I was
watching.
just you know.
Yeah.
And then I got in. We're sitting there, and Heidi's in the other room, and I just screamed like when he scored that goal. It was the greatest, and what an amazing victory!
That was. Would you say that was better than the Super Bowl?
100,000 times.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you're a big hockey fan, aren't you, Ken?
Nah, I watch playoffs. That's what
You're
I
playoff
watch.
hockey, yeah. I'm a Wild season ticket holder. Last 2 years, admittedly, I'm a basketball guy. I'm not a hockey guy, but I love going to the Wild games because there's not a ton of people that go there, so it's not like you're going to a Vikings game and it's just obscene number of just traffic and crap.
Yeah.
And then, but I love the arena because you get there and you can have dinner from 5:30 to 6:30, 6:45. Walk into the arena and go watch a couple periods, and then you're out, you know, and it's 35 minutes back to Prior Lake. So it's like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I really do like that. But yeah, what a game. What a game. Did you think they were going to pull it off or not? I was.
Well, when they got both penalties, I'm like going
5-on-3.
5-on-3.
Exactly.
How are they going to stop them?
No, yeah.
How are they going to stop Canada of all teams?
I know. And then he
They got
missed
the
team
three
ever.
best scorers in the
Yeah.
league.
And that's
Right?
what Jack Hughes said. He said like, you know, I was trying to play defense on these guys. I didn't know. I'm just trying to make sure that I get in their way a little bit because I'm playing against the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe forever.
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, and he's like, and then just the way that unfolded, it was a beauty.
It's fantastic.
It was so great. So we brought in Ken today. Ken is the proud owner. How many years? 30 years at Ken Paulson Woodworks?
25.
25. Okay. Did your dad start there, or was just
No,
you?
it's myself and my two brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for our listening audience, Ken runs a custom woodworking and construction company, and his two brothers and him run it. They do awesome woodworking. So little plug in there for the Paulson Brothers woodworking crew. They're
Appreciate
great.
that.
You came in, you did great work at our house, and will continue to do work in our house. But tell me how that started. How did you start with? I mean, where'd you go to school first?
I just high school.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That was it. I went to Lesueur.
Lesueur.
And-
Okay,
yep,
you were
yep.
okay.
So I come from a family of 8 and brothers and my dad. We always, we did everything ourselves. So just got handy that way and turned out to go into the cabinet business. I quit went to school for 1 year and played college football for 1 year.
We're at Mankato State?
No, Normandale.
Normandale?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Sweet.
Some great players have come through there.
there has been. So we went there. I went there, realized college wasn't for me, and talked to a good friend of mine, insurance friend of mine that had cabinet shops that he insured, and he said, just go get life experience through these guys. So he gave me 2 numbers, and I called one. They had already hired somebody. Called the other one, and the old Al's Cabinets is and the rest is history. I started working there. Brought my one brother in. Then my brother brought my other brother in, and it's just been bananas ever since. So.
And you have a showroom down in Savage,
correct?
Right.
Yep.
And then I mean, we're gonna talk about elk hunting here in a second and how you got started fishing.
I've got
and
questions.
Hunting. Yeah, I mean, there's a million things.
I need answers.
I'm holding George at bay right now because he's
not easy.
He's foaming at the mouth for questions, and I want to just make sure we're. But no, so growing up, what was some of your first hunting experiences? Like, was it your dad that brought you into hunting?
It was my dad. Dad brought us up to a friend of his. I think I was 12 or 13. I think it was 13 at the time, and he had a bunch of hunting land, and he brought us up to. We did go up for the guys' weekend to get stands set up and clear shooting lanes, and
was it mostly big animals?
It was just whitetail, and then ditch hunting,
ducks and geese,
and pheasants, and driving my dad's old
pickup truck around the farm and stuff like that.
Yeah, at 12, driving it down the road.
That's so cool. I love it.
Try to get down there before light, and then lay down in a bean field, jump up and pond shoot ducks, and
I've been there,
and get back for the bus.
Yeah,
so we do that all the time. That's was
fantastic.
Just a blast.
And what a place to do that in too, because Le Sueur, for the listening audience that doesn't know, I mean, the Minnesota River goes right through Le Sueur. Yep. I grew up in Mankato.
Yep.
So my dad took me fishing and hunting down Mankato and northwestern Iowa and southern Minnesota. So he was more of an upland hunter. He wasn't really he wasn't a big game guy. Although he did do some, and I'll get to that later. But so how did you and George meet? That's what I'd like to know.
I think kids playing basketball together.
Kids playing basketball.
Hoops, right? Yeah.
Did you coach him?
I can't remember.
No.
I don't think so.
I coached St. Michael's.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you were St. Mike's.
So we played against them all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we won all the time. So.
I mean, it's the Catholic
boys
Church. Everything's fixed. Let's be honest.
So
that's what he's going to do, Ken. He's going to try and... That's
I don't know what
role.
you're talking about. That's not even remotely in my sphere of.
Yeah. Look at he's turning red.
No.
Oh,
but no, so that's when you guys started to get.
Yeah.
Because when George and I met through kid baseball,
kid sports, right?
And stuff. And, it is for the listening audience. It's like people come up to us and they ask about friendships. It's pretty unique how long I've been friends with the kids' and parents through kids' sports. Like, in church, I have pretty long-term relationships. Through, work, I've got some long-term relationships. But the closer relationships that I have in my life pretty much are a lot of the kids' sports stuff. Do you find that true, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it's either sports or hunting.
Yeah.
And fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, you go out and meet people, you either start talking about sports or you start talking about hunting and fishing.
Right.
And what trip you just went on.
That's right.
Or showing pictures and
and bragging about what you
bragging. I don't try to brag. I just I'm so
you don't need to brag.
I'm so enthused to show people what I did.
Yeah.
Because it's hard work. I mean,
it is.
We talked about the gym. It's like, I'm working out right now to get ready for the season coming up.
Right. I laughed because I was up. I don't know when it was. Maybe it was last summer, a couple summers ago, and I'm turning left into to go downtown Prior Lake from my house, and I see this guy kind of doing a military march kind of up this hill next to our house, and he's got this camo on, he's got this rucksack on, and I'm like,
is this real?
Is this Ken?
It was Ken. That was Ken. Exactly.
I'm like, okay, now there's a guy who wants to he's a mountain man.
He's taking it seriously.
He's a mountain man.
Oh,
living,
he's here.
No, he's a mountain man living in the lowlands right now.
Exactly.
And what he really wants to do is live in the mountains. You know,
He does.
And I would too. By the way.
Can you blame him?
If my wife would let me, I would be.
Well, that's why I
Idaho,
think I'm the only
Montana
guy here who
before you
doesn't
blink.
own 2 homes, like one for the wife, one for yourself.
Well, that's the plan.
locations.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is your plan?
Well, I got my wife a vacation home down in Florida, and I told her I'm buying a trailer out in Wyoming.
Yes,
Exactly.
Got it figured out.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I would love to be in the mountains. But okay. Talk to me about elk hunting. So we're trout fishermen. We're the true sportsmen.
Wow.
I don't know about true.
Well, I've gone elk hunting one time, and my questions center around it's unbelievably hard, especially once you get an animal down. So when you get to elk hunting, I have questions I'm sure our audience wants answered.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to it, but I've done it myself, and it's just props to Ken how hard it is to do it. Let alone do it. You've gone on like 50 hunts, I think.
Yeah. When's the first time you went to Wyoming? And how long have you been going to Wyoming?
I've been going for Wyoming since 2005.
Okay.
So
21 years.
Yeah.
Every year?
More or less.
I would say probably about.
Every other because of the draw?
I probably went 14 times.
Okay.
Now, because of the draw, and it's so hard to draw tags, my buddy's the outfitter now who I guide for. You in Wyoming, you work the point system.
Right.
You know, whoever has the most points, and you put a group of 4 to 6 people together, and it's a combination of how many points you each have.
Got it.
Or, combination, so it averages out. So there's always an angle that I'm working.
As we should.
I'm working angles as we were talking before the episode here.
Get
how
your
many
preference points in,
get your preference points, because I need to pony off of yours because I'm going every year I can. I don't care how and when and what.
Right, exactly. And by the way, for our listening audience, if you wanted to go elk hunting in Wyoming, you have to get your non-resident application in by February 2nd. So it's already too late to get
for this year.
For this year, yeah.
Expound on that. I mean,
why do they go so early? I know the other I think Colorado's March to the first Tuesday in April or something like that. Why are they so early?
It's kind of a money grab.
Is it?
So it really is. There's only the average guy only has so many dollars he's going to spend each year to put towards applications and hunts, and Wyoming's one of them that they want to get in first, get that first piece of somebody's pie, and get their money, and they hold on to it till June.
Right.
And
I'm a money guy. I get it. It's interest on that money that they don't
interest on that money.
So it makes sense.
And then they also now they've changed it where you have to apply, and if you don't get drawn after I think it's July 1st, you can start buying points.
Okay.
And I think it's $50 a point right now that you
I
put
didn't know
in.
you could do that.
It's only 1 point a year, though.
It's
right?
only 1 point a year.
Yeah. So it's only you can't
In
just
addition to your application.
What?
No, you don't
No.
need. No.
Oh, these are just your standard annual 1-pointers.
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
That I'm already doing. Okay, cool. I didn't know if there was these are like mulligans at a celebrity golf tournament.
No. It's
Yeah,
not.
$20 gets you 20 points.
No.
Yeah. No.
No, because then it's a rich man's game, and you can just keep buying points. And
Right. What are some of the okay? So if I'm a novice elk hunter, and I want to start elk hunting, and I say, hey Ken, how much should I put aside for my elk hunting experience? Some people, I was in Alaska in September, and I saw some of these guys going for grizzly bears.
Yep.
And that's a $50,000 proposition.
Yep.
When you think about flights,
everything,
and all that stuff, it's
Yeah.
that's $50,000.
Yeah.
And I know elk hunting is nowhere near that.
Yeah.
But what should you plan on?
a DIY or a outfitter?
Outfitter first, then DIY.
You're going to be $7,500 to $8,000 for an outfitter, plus your tags,
Plus your processing.
So you're looking probably about 10 grand.
So it's 10.
Yeah, I mean it depends on the regular tag is like about, don't quote me, like $800,
Mm-hmm.
and the special tag, which goes back to gives you a little better odds to draw,
Mm-hmm.
is about $2,100 all said and done. So it's a big expense, and that's why I recommend somebody that wants to go do it and go with an outfitter.
Yeah.
You're going to have a better experience. You're going to love it. You'll get what you want out of it, but
Right.
putting, having that guide that has seen the animals, put in the time,
invaluable.
knows the trails, everybody, and that goes into picking an outfitter.
Yeah.
You got to go in and go, do you want to do the whole backcountry experience? Do you want to ride horses?
Yeah.
Do you not want to ride horses?
Right.
What do you want from
Do you have any experience riding horses?
Do you have any experience in most of, like out at Tri-Spoke, their horses are well trained, but it's still Mother Nature. It's still, something could pop out and a horse could startle and you could fall off and
it's steep.
It's steep.
Yeah, right. Now talk about Tri-Spoke, because that's the outfitting group that you've used for the last, I don't know, how many?
20 some years.
20 years.
Yeah.
And you guys are really close to those guys.
Yep.
And we'll put that up on our page
For sure.
So we'll
I
put
just need a picture of it.
Yeah,
link.
yeah. We'll just link that so people, if they're interested, they can see it.
Yeah.
So, you got to think, okay, your trip out there, and, if you're going to bring the meat back with you, and have it processed, do you get most of it processed out there, or do you bring it back here to process?
I bring it back and process it myself.
Why is that?
I enjoy it.
Oh, I see.
I enjoy it.
Does the meat, it doesn't spoil when you're driving it,
No, typically, like, it depends on the year. If you're going out with a bow, you usually shoot your animal. You can hang it for a day or two, depending on the weather.
Okay.
And
you're
then
usually in September, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you bring it into a locker. Typically, we go into Jackson Hole and drop it off there.
Gotcha.
And they'll keep it until you leave. Typically you're with a party or numerous people where, you wait until the hunt is done, and then you load it up, put it in coolers, get some ice in it. And
it's already quartered at that time, or is it?
Yeah,
not
we
quartered?
quarter it out out on the mountain.
Interesting.
So.
Any close encounters with bears while you've been out there?
I've only seen one bear.
Really?
In all those hunts?
All them hunts.
20.
I've seen
some
bear
odd years.
tracks. Yeah, 20 some years. I've only seen one or two bears.
Are you returning to the site the next day? As I understand it, overnight predators can smell it from forever away.
Yeah.
So that if you quarter out your animal day of and you get it back to camp, but you still have some kind of work to do and return, I feel like, aren't there in grizzly country grizzlies waiting?
Or wolves?
Yeah.
Yeah, any of the big predators?
In the area we're in, there's really no grizzlies. Okay. So, north, probably 30 minutes, there's some grizzlies.
That's pretty close.
Typically we have a pack horse. We'll get the whole animal on one pack horse and get it out that day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you shoot it at last
night.
light.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Usually,
it's easier
right?
to go back up the next day. Never really run into any real problems.
So you bow hunt pretty much exclusively, right? You don't.
No, I'll do both.
What's the? So if someone say, "Hey, I want to shoot an elk," I just bought a brand new 300 Win Mag the other day, and I the reason I did that is because I wanted something I could shoot elk with, but also have something if I want to shoot, a mule deer with, or whitetail. It's probably a little overkill for a whitetail, but probably not. It's still a pretty good caliber.
Yeah.
What would you shoot, and what would you recommend for people that are, going to start out shooting rifle?
I like especially for elk, a 300 caliber of some sort.
Okay, in the threes. Right?
In the threes. There's a lot of 6.5s guys out there. My experience, they can kill them.
Little light though.
The little light.
And for the listening audience, 6.5 Creedmoor is what he's talking about.
I own one of those.
You do?
I own a 308 and a 6.5 millimeter Creedmoor, and I shoot them both at our club, and you can tell the difference. The 6.5 is lighter.
Yeah.
To me, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 308's like a cannon.
Well, and I've been doing a lot of research on this, obviously, and I know that a lot of guys are using suppressors now.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of articles and a lot of people. When I was growing up, nobody had suppressors. Nobody had, that was not even a thing.
Yep.
But now people are using them for basically recoil purposes. And sound, but really it's a lot of the recoil. It really removes a lot of that.
Yeah.
And do you have that on your gun or not?
I don't. I'm in the process of getting one.
Yeah.
Just because I'm
doing it all the time.
Half death right now because because of all the tools I use and the hunting and shooting and everything. So it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So
when you're on your elk hunt and let's say you're paying for how many days out there? I don't know.
Typically it's about 7 days of hunting.
Okay, so let's say you shot your elk like the first couple days, which typically doesn't happen, right? It's usually
it can, but
average 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
right?
2-3 days.
Get away to
4.
You kind of look at the land, get the layout of the land.
Yeah.
Spend a couple days scoping, and then pretty soon you find the herd. Then you shoot the animal. Then I get that.
Yeah.
But like when you're hunting, is there any chance that? And I know you're singularly hunting, but once you shoot the animal, but you still got to stay out there for everybody else, right? You're hunting usually in parties, right? So would you ever bring your fly rod and go down to the stream and fish a little bit?
Oh, I have.
Oh,
I've done that in Idaho. Yes. Yeah.
I think that would be a gas.
Yeah.
Like a little
break it up.
The true cast and blast.
Surf and turf.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What kind of trout are around?
Cutthroat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All cutthroats, huh?
Yeah.
Native cuts.
Yeah.
So you're what kind of
he's
elevation?
Ripped. I'm telling you, he's just like that Yellowstone episode 23.
It must be pretty high.
Camps around 93, 9,500.
Okay. Yeah, so you're up there.
We go up to 10.5.
Typical snow usually?
Typically there's some sort of snow, even in September.
Okay.
October, you're lucky if you don't. You'll have some snow, but it kind of comes and goes. It depends on the year. But
how heavy is your pack?
Probably only 25, 30 pounds.
Really?
Well,
because you're wearing everything.
Because we're it all the time.
We're wearing it.
You take it off.
Yeah, and you're wearing it on your back, and you go out for the day and come back to camp, and
you got the horse.
You got the horse. Yeah. Typically on that pack saddle, our pack horse will throw our bags in it, so you're not waiting down.
Yeah. Rain gear.
Rain gear is a must every day, even if it shows.
You just never know, right?
You never know.
That's trout fishing too, by the way. Like you just never know. All of a sudden, it looks great, and you get out there 2 hours later, it's snowing and sideways rain and 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Trout season's open right now, gentlemen, as you know.
Yeah.
No, that's too cold.
No, that's awesome. Okay, so one question the listening audience wants to know: you were recently at a Texas hunt.
Oh,
yes, I was.
I was sitting here thinking, let's get him back to talk about exotic hunts.
So, how did this happen? I don't. Tell me about.
Good friend of mine who I met at Tri-Spoke. I've hunted a couple times with. He's brought his son out there one year, and he's brought his daughter out there twice. So we've became friends. We went out hunting a couple of years ago. He's been talking about this nilgai antelope that they have in Texas. I'm like, what is this thing?
We'll have you send a picture to us so we can put it up on.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and going, okay. And then the more I hear about it, it's supposed to be really good eating.
Yeah.
Watch the Meat Eater podcast where
that's a great podcast.
It is a good podcast.
Yeah.
Plug for Meat Eater podcast. I love that podcast.
And so I watched that. I'm like, okay, I can do this. And so I'm like, you set it up, we'll go. So we ended up going down there, 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Did you bring your wife?
No. Brought JC Paul from Tri-Spoke.
Okay.
He was down there with us, and Tony Brown went down, and it was a 2.5 day hunt. We it's a high fence on one area for the 27,000 acre ranch.
Holy buckets.
High fence because the road's there, but the rest is kind of other, cattle fencing, and so the animals do go back and forth between the ranches down there.
But it's fenced. It's fenced hunting. Like some people get
limited.
Yeah, some people get weirded out on that, and it's like, no, listen, it's not that big a deal.
No. the ranch we were on had just wide open prairie and kind of rolling hills. We were out down by Port Mansfield, Texas.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
And so we're right in the marinas across the bay right across from the unit we stayed in.
Oh, wow.
And then we'd jump in Jeeps, and we got checked in the one day, went and sighted our rifles. And it's funny because my guy goes, typical Minnesota guy, he'll be low and left.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
And I had shot
Shoot
my
low and
rifle.
left.
I shot.
Why?
Because of the, it's a little thicker air down there, a little warmer, and I sighted in right before I left, and it was like 20.
Mm-hmm.
So what does my gun do? Shoot
left.
Low left, just a little bit, and then I adjusted the height a little bit, and
you're right on.
Right on. So we all went out hunting that afternoon.
Pro tip.
It was awesome. It's just basically riding around in Jeeps and
you see some animals and
animals, get out. But the nilgai are really spooky. I think whitetail are spooky. These nilgai, and they're hunted on this ranch, so they're
aware.
They're aware of what's going on.
They're not
here.
sitting ducks at all.
But the area of the ranch I was on was a lot of senderos, and there was a ton of ponds everywhere. Oh. And we would get out and walk down and kind of skirt the ponds, and because it was hot, they're watering holes and kind of checking it out. And it was they're a different animal. You start looking at the animal the first time, it runs like a giraffe.
Really?
But they can run.
Really?
Yeah.
That picture that you showed me was massive.
Yeah,
that's a big animal.
Huge.
What did it weigh?
It was probably 600-700 pounds.
It's like an elk.
Yeah, it's like a cow elk. Yeah. I think a bull elk would probably be a
little more.
The ones we shot, I would compare it to a large cow elk or a small bull.
Interesting.
But
that's fun.
Just a fun hunt. It's kind of, everybody's like, what are these things? And I did some research, and it's like, oh, they brought them over. They had them in zoos originally.
Right.
And then the King Ranch brought them in from India.
The King Ranch, yeah.
And so they brought them down, and they just took off. And now the population went from whatever they brought over to like 30, 40,000. And they're like spreading out.
Huh.
And so...
Interesting.
So far, we did the hunt, and so far the meat is excellent.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
So, how would you compare to elk?
Just a few cuts I've taken. I haven't ate the prime cuts yet, so I still like elk.
Yeah. I just had the
elk and caribou.
I just had the back straps of my whitetail last night. And it was
all right.
Nice.
So,
fantastic.
Butter. So good. Oh, there's nothing better. I love elk. Yeah. Elk is a great meat.
Yeah.
But the back straps of a whitetail.
Oh my gosh.
That's
why you still go.
Or the back straps of man, those are so good.
That's awesome.
So good.
So let me
That's
jump
what
in
I live
first.
off of is steaks every night.
Right?
Some sort of meat.
Well, yeah.
I got 2 freezers full.
Couple quick questions for you. For our audience, I got a feeling they're more probably like myself or Patrick. We don't get to hunt out west all that much.
Yeah.
The only time I went elk hunting, you have this moment. So I got just a cow elk, and I'm with 2 buddies in Idaho, the mountains of Idaho, Coeur d'Alene.
Were you hunting with a pink shirt on, or were you true?
It's
camo?
an attractant. Yes, yes. No, I had the camo at the time, and I'm sitting here going, God, it was like 1997. It's been so long.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring up that year is because there's no iPhone, there's no GPS. No, not really. They leave me alone on a hillside with the animal, and it's real dense forest, and it's about to rain. And maybe you didn't have to reconcile that you're in a dangerous, giant land. Nobody even really knows you're there. It probably took them 2 hours to come back with a truck and get it going. But you just kind of have this moment where you're like, wow, this is crazy.
A little spooky.
A little unsettling. Yes, it is spooky.
Yeah.
And once you graduate from that, you're great. But did you ever have a moment like that? Or not? And then, how did you get over that? Or
I don't know if I ever had that.
You haven't had that moment, have
Were you with someone most of the time?
most of the time I was.
Which is smart, by the way. That's a pro tip.
Oh, they were hanging me out to dry. There I was all alone.
Yeah, but I've been out there by
they knew
myself
you were from Wisconsin.
before.
You're a true squatch.
Right?
They know that squatches can take care of them.
And on the way in, they're like, there's mountain lions everywhere, and look out. And
Rattlesnakes.
Right. You don't know. I mean, I think I was 33, whatever I was. So it was disconcerting.
Yeah.
And the weather wasn't helping. It looked like a horror movie, you know.
Yeah.
But that's when I really grew to miss elk hunting or anything on that big of a scale.
Yeah.
So, you in all your hunts, you have not had that moment alone, and there's a dead animal. You know, you're over it, waiting for help.
I've had them moments where you kind of hear, you're in the pitch black and you hear stuff.
Like, how do you handle those moments? You know, what goes through your brain?
I kind of look at it differently. I kind of look at it, if you do everything possible to keep safe and be smart about things, but I look at it as if something did happen, I'm dying doing what I love, or
true.
I got mauled by doing something I love.
Right.
I mean,
that's gonna be my mantra.
That's kind of how I look at it. Like I did that backpack trip to Alaska to shoot my mountain goat, and that was my actual first time off my back, 100% with the guide.
With a guide, but you're in grizzly country out there.
No,
or are you
bears everywhere.
Black bears?
Yeah,
everywhere.
Black bears everywhere.
So you're further north. Where were you?
Yeah,
in Alaska,
on the Kenai Peninsula.
You're Kenai. Oh,
yeah.
You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little
unnerving.
That was
unnerving
your time,
a little bit, but you get used to it and you just enjoy it. You soak it all in.
Right.
That's the part about, like, even hunts that I've been on so many hunts where I haven't killed a thing.
Right.
But I come back
charged up because
up. It's running a business and dealing with customers and
contractors
and employees and everything, and it's like that's what I loved about originally when I started hunting. We didn't have connection with the cell phone.
Right.
Now cell phones work up there. We even have we have
InReach.
Skylink up there.
Yeah.
You could FaceTime from camp now. So
yes, exactly.
Except George, if he comes.
I'm telling you, I predated all that.
He will not get the code if he goes.
I'm like, okay, do not.
I'm using all my time.
You know how many times you'd
my
be on
data's
TikTok
gone.
up there? It'd be like TikTok Central for George.
It would.
He'd be selling beauty products on the side of the
hill.
You
all know.
It's really dry air up here. You should really consider.
I had a. This isn't that many, but I remember 1,085 people.
Even Caleb's laughing at that.
As he should, live watching me deer hunt over in Somerset this winter. Oh. And it's all well and good. You see all these people watching and they're asking you questions. You can totally get off track. But you have it on where you're hunting instead of yourself. And then I split the screen with two other Western hunters. And they were like kind of good old boys, a little younger than any of us.
Yeah.
And it was the best of all because they showed their landscape. I showed mine, and we got more viewers because you had three guys all big game hunting at the same time.
That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool.
On TikTok.
Cool. I would like that.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So that's why you want me out there because we'll go live. And
it is kind of cool to see.
It was awesome.
A lot of the guys, they'll put the GoPros on, and they'll just have them continuously running, and then all of a sudden they then they cut the footage, and all of a sudden they get the good stuff that you see.
True.
Yeah.
But I do like that. I think that technology does have its benefits.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And especially like what I like about it is GPS coordinates.
Yeah.
So you know exactly where to go. It's like, okay, I don't have to look at the flag that I put on the tree.
That's what it was like when I
get down to the spot that I'm looking to go to. Yeah. Like it's okay. No, I just walk to the spot. I know exactly where to go. I do like that. That's pretty good.
Uncertainty's gone.
Yeah. Closing out. This has been great. Thanks, Ken. We've been trying to get you on, but George has reluctantly said, no. I want to hear my own voice.
Yeah.
Look at him just spread his mister.
No.
Of course not.
I'm kidding. But a couple things to close it out. Number one, if they want to go, so what's the guy's name at your outfitting?
JC Call.
JC Call.
Yep, at Tri-Spoke Outfitters.
Okay, and they're located what city in?
They're
Wyoming?
in Cokeville, Wyoming.
Cokeville.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cokeville.
So we'll put that up. You're doing some guiding for them, right?
Yeah, I did my first guide last year.
Do you have your guide license now?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yep.
So yeah, he's the real thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going with Ken then.
Well,
yeah.
We got to get our preference points this summer though first.
we have to carry a backpack around Prior Lake for
I'm
3 months.
I don't know about you, but I've been working on my
Oh,
legs.
have you? I'm telling you, you just wait.
I'll put you through a boot camp.
Well, you
See,
know
exactly.
So the kettlebell Ken, that's what I call
Kettlebell Ken.
Kettlebell
yes.
Ken. He's got a pretty vigorous workout. I've seen him and I've copied a couple things, so I'm
Just a
getting
few.
I'm getting there. But so you mentioned Tri-Spoke, Paulson Brothers Woodworks.
Yep.
Out of Savage.
Yep.
Check those guys
Top
out.
notch.
Yeah, top notch. Anything closing, George, that you'd like to say?
Well, I'm just so happy you're here, and we got to have you back on because you've done all these hunts. And another big, deep question: since like your garage, you have like 30 elk mounts, right? Are you trying to get a state record now? Like, what's your goal after you've accomplished getting so many bull elk?
What's your biggest bull elk, by the way?
Where are you going
The
with
one
this?
I shot in Utah.
So it wasn't Wyoming.
No.
Huh.
Do you have a, I don't know,
Wasatch Mountain?
550 class?
Go
bull?
shoot Indian Reservation.
Go shoot.
Oh, wait, that's your goal?
No,
that was where he shot the.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is your big goal as an elk hunter now?
To be honest, that's
Yeah.
why I got my guide's license. I love taking people. This year, I'm taking one of my employees
That's awesomeness.
out there, and my insurance friend, a great
Yeah.
buddy of mine, that I'm taking out there. He's
gotten one yet?
he's 6 years old, never been out there, and I'm like, okay, now it's time to go.
Exactly.
And so I just love being out there. I love helping people go get
That's
elk.
what it's about.
Years ago, what has it been? 5-6 years ago, I took Justin, my son, out there.
Son got one
And got one, and it's like I shot it.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't have any real goals. I just love being out there. I love challenging myself to,
awesome.
go different places. Like this year, I'm hoping to draw in Montana,
Where about?
Missouri Breaks.
Nice.
So I've got a dream tag of Arizona out there.
New Mexico?
I've been
Arizona's
to
the
New
bomb.
Mexico 3 times hunting. I love New Mexico.
Yeah, that northwestern Arizona, or I've heard that is some of the biggest elk in North America are shot. Everybody thinks like, oh, the Rockies.
Yeah.
No, it's down south, New Mexico, Arizona. That's where the big.
It's harder to draw in Arizona.
They
right?
are. I mean, people are figuring it out, and they're killing a lot of big stuff now.
Are they?
So there's a lot of quality animals. Not quite as. I mean, I'm talking quality animals. A 330 bull.
Jeez.
I mean, that's a great bull.
Huge bull.
But there's guys that are looking for that magic 400-inch. And
That's what I mean.
Going back to yours, yes.
Yeah.
Would I love to shoot a 400-inch? Yes, I would. But for
you don't-
me, I've never officially scored any of my animals.
Right.
Oh, didn't know that.
I just
That's
close
very
enough.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that goal of a state record
No.
somewhere.
No. I just want to go.
Yeah,
Like when George goes muskie fishing, he's thinking.
I am thinking about it. I am. I mean, it's not the forefront
It's not
of
on
my
the
brain.
but
it's back there
it's still
somewhere.
there. It's
Yeah.
still it's
I
still
don't. I
lurking.
can rattle off world records for muskies
And hybrid
and
tiger
steelhead
muskies.
and hybrid tigers. I got a big
He
one.
wants his 15 minutes of fame back
I know.
again.
I do. I need it back.
He's so bloodthirsty for that. It's not even funny. We're going to close out, but we want to thank you, Ken, for coming on.
Yes, thanks, brother.
Obviously, all our listeners, thanks for listening to the Falsecast podcast. Coming up on our next episode, we will probably be live at the Great Trout Expo in
That's coming up.
that's coming up in March.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's the date on that again?
March 13th through the 15th.
And we did it last year,
Hamlin University.
and now we're bigger, better, bolder.
I think so.
Okay.
It's a live feed.
We might be bolder. I'm not sure we're bigger,
We can only go up.
but
So
we're
we can
probably
be
better.
better.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Ken, for coming on.
Yes,
I
thanks,
appreciate
bud.
it, guys.
Yes.
This is a lot of fun.